What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the TRÜF Life Podcast. I'm your host, Tyren Johnson. And today's episode, we talking about being prepared to lose friends as you grow. Telling you, man, it's gonna be tough for you to keep the same circle of friends that you started out with when you were not the person that you've grown into. If you've had any type of success, if you've achieved any of your dreams, it's gonna be tough to keep those friends that you had when you weren't successful because you have changed as the person. Those friends are going through their trials and tribulations, and they're going through their growth, and they're changing. And what happens is you might have changed and you might have become more successful way faster than them. And what's going to happen is you guys is going to not be able to relate to each other as well. It may work in some friendships, you'll be able to see who's really your friend and who's really not your friend. The key is, though, you have to pay attention to your circle, the people that you spend the most time with. They say that you're a sum of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. Most of the time, we spend the most times with our family members, with our parents, with our sisters, with our brothers, with our cousins, with our neighbors. And if you look at them, and you look at their success and see where they're at in life, it's probably a gauge of where you might end up in your life, because they say you're some of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And it's nothing against your parents that might be working a 9-to-5 job. It's nothing against your brother, sister, cousin, or neighbor that might have a 9-to-5 job. It's nothing against them. It's just that if you set out to be something bigger than that, and that's what you're around all day, that's what you're talking about, your conversations are not about you getting to that goal, at some point, you're going to fall in line. Because your conversations are going to become weird. You're going to want to talk about growing and achieving something that you've always wanted to achieve. And they want to talk about what's going on the Shade Room. They want to talk about what's going on Love and Hip Hop. They want to talk about basketball debates and things that does not matter to you. And I'm telling you, you don't have to alienate yourself from them, but you have to understand that that's who they're going to be. And you can't fault them for that. You can't make them feel worse or feel bad for being that person, just like they can't make you feel bad for wanting something different. It's not that you want more or less, it's that you want something different. You want to be whatever you set out to be since you was a young kid, and you got your mind to that, but they never had their mind to that. So it's going to be a pain and it's going to be a struggle. What you want to do is have yourself around people that has similar interests as you. That way you guys can talk about the same thing. You're not weird to them. The conversations are not boring because you guys are investing in each other. You guys are teaching each other certain things about whatever you're passionate about to make each other better and closer to your dreams. So that's it. You just got to optimize your circle just like you optimize your time. Your friends and family can stay, but they can't have the bulk of your time. If they're just going to talk about things that does not interest you, they're going to always call you weird. They're going to always call you crazy. They're going to always say, this is not possible. You have to get away from that, because at the end of the day, it's going to be killing you. And it's going to start setting within your mind and telling you that you're less than. And you don't want that. So make sure that you pay attention to the 5 closest people that's in your circle. Optimize that and have that very high. Have that standard very high so that you guys can be going on in the same place so you all can win together. That's the beauty. Whenever you have that circle, whenever you winning with your circle, it's the best feeling in the world. One of the worst feelings in the world for me is that when I was winning in life, as far as what I considered winning, I lost my whole circle because they couldn't relate. It's not against them, but they went a different way and I went a different way. But it hurts because you got all this success, but you're alone. You got no one to share it with. They don't even want to hear it. And whenever you talk to other friends, you're like, oh, you guys are really interested. That's because you guys have the same interests. You guys have kind of the same success. So it's normal to them. I'm telling you, man, be patient. find that circle, work hard to network and find that circle, and have 5 friends around you that's going in the same direction that you're going in. Next point I want to tap on is, you've been working so hard because you want to change your life. If it works, be prepared to lose some friends. Why should you lose friends whenever you become successful? You simply lose friends because you're not the same person anymore. Your friends like you for the person that they met. But if you're going to grow, you're going to turn into a different person. You're going to turn into a person who sees life from a different perspective. Not to mention, if you travel, if you go and see the world you got outside of your bubble, your friends won't see you the same. They're going to laugh at the way you talk. They're going to laugh at the way you think, because it's not the same as the way they've always known you. So at some point, you're going to start becoming whack to them. At some point, you're going to start becoming aggravating to them, because they want their old friend back. But their old friend is dead. That's what you've been working so hard for, to kill that person that was once before and build this person that you are today. You want to feel guilty for being the person that you've been building to be all this time? Because I'm telling you, if you look at the way life goes, people love you at the bottom, people ignore you in the middle, and they hate you at the top. That was a quote that I read from someone. I can't remember what a quote came from, but it made so much sense. When I was at the bottom, I had all the love. When I was in the middle, nobody was believing in me, even my coaches. Now I'm at the top, I probably can call 6 people today. I don't have to scroll in my contact list because of how short my friendship list is. I got friends. I got a whole bunch of friends that I consider friends, but we can't speak the same way we used to speak. Why? Because they're into different things, and I'm not into that. But should I stop messing with them? No. When I see them, what's up, bro? What's good? Like, I miss you. I want to spend time. We're gonna laugh. He here, ha. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna go back to making beats. I'm gonna go back to taking my camera and taking pics in the streets. I'm gonna go back to going in the gym. I'm not a club head. So if my friends know me for being in the club when I was young, that's not me anymore. If that's what they're still doing, go ahead and do that. And I'll do that with them. But that's not finna be the basis of our relationship. I'm gonna talk to them once a month, maybe twice a month. But I can't talk to them weekly, because they still remember old me. And I don't even have the capacity to talk about the things that I used to talk about, because I'm constantly learning. That don't make me better than them. That don't make me less than them. That just means that I'm just growing, and I am going where my energy is flowing. You know? So that's how it is, man. It's just, you're gonna lose friends, but you shouldn't feel guilty for it, because your real friends is gonna understand who you truly are and know who you truly are, and they're gonna support your growth. They're gonna support anything new in your life. One thing I've been playing overseas for 10 years. I've been playing internationally. I had one friend come visit me in 10 years. He wasn't a family member. He was somebody I met in college, and he's been one of my best friends ever since I met him. He's the only person that came visit me. I got rich friends. Nobody comes through. So what that tells me, when I see my other teammates, their friends are coming through. Their family is coming through. They want to see them. That don't mean that they don't love me because they don't come see me. It just means that I might not be a priority. You can't tell me you don't have the money all the time, because I see y'all turning up on y'all stories all the time. You see? So whenever you hit them with that truth, it's going to be a disconnect. It's going to be some pushback. Y'all going to have a little fight. But at the end of the day, families fight. You might as well get it off your chest than holding it in. And then whenever the bomb explode, you guys want to fight. So I'm just telling you, man, just be prepared to be misunderstood when you get success. Listen to every great athlete, every great actor, every great entertainer, every great politician. They get hated whenever they become successful. That's just the bottom line. They get hated for speaking up for themselves because so much people don't speak up for themselves. They get hated for telling the truth because so much people lie. They get hated for that because it's rare. They don't see that side of a person all the time, but that's what make those people special, and that's what make them people great. So I want to tell you is that focus on your growth. Appreciate your growth. Your growth is important. Everything about your growth is why you set out and embarked on this journey in life. Go ahead, keep growing, and your friends will adapt. And if they don't adapt, I'm sorry, they got to get left behind. That's just the bottom line. They got to get left behind. And if they're really your friends, that's not even a question. They're going to support you. You're going to support them. But make sure that you uplifting your friends and you're not just throwing your success in your friend's face, because that's some bullshit that's going to really divide the friendship. You can't tell your friends how much money you're making while they're struggling. You might as well just keep that to yourself. Unless you're going to help them get on their feet. But if not, just keep it to yourself. You can celebrate your success, but celebrate it with other people that's having success like you. Don't celebrate it with your friends that's struggling and you're partying and you're going on vacations and you want to hang with these people that's working their butt off just to make ends meet, risking their lives just to make ends meet. That's not fair, to be honest with you. That don't make sense. Because real friends are going to make sure that their friends are living the same lifestyle that they're living. If it's easy. If you have the capability of making easy money for them, that's what you're supposed to do. You're obligated as a friend to do that. Otherwise, you're not their friend, and that's cool. You just don't hang with those people. Go hang with the friends that's a part of that. And you're going to lose your true friends, and you're going to hang with fake friends. At the end of the day, you're going to lose friends, man. Bottom line, anytime you're dealing with success, money, politics, religion, everything that deal with power, you're going to lose friends. It's Tyren Johnson. Please like and share this video. Subscribe to my podcast. We're on Spotify. You go to my website, tyrenjohnson.com/podcast. Share this with your friends. Besides that, holla at y'all next time.
That's Tyren on the beat.